Hey there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today I'll be taking a look at Pierre Dola's From Granada to Cordoba. This is an older book from Fantagraphics Underground that I picked up in this year's Fanabuck sale. This is a potent but unpleasant book, is the best way that I could put it. This is an artist succeeding 100% in doing exactly what they want to do and doing it at the highest level and producing something that kept me engaged and reading and turning the pages and wanting to know where things went. But also, I didn't enjoy the experience at all because it's just so grotesque. So there's a big difference in criticism between saying I like it or not and saying someone is extremely successful at what they're doing. And Pierre Dola is extremely successful at what he's doing and is doing exactly what he wants to do. It's just something that I have a hard time reading, even though, like I said, I was able to just blow through the book all in one sitting. We're introduced, I don't think anyone has names in this book, but we're introduced to the main character here. And the main character, and you'll start to see where I'm like, this book is a turnoff to me, even though it's really good. The main character basically has a full rectal prolapse and his intestines are hanging out of his ass. Here you see he's having it stapled to his back and he's just trying to find someone to help him and goes on this journey of basically like picking apart modern society and showing how awful and gross it is, which is why the book is so awful and gross. It's just like, and like, I get why that's a project that needs to happen, but I also can't imagine just wallowing in it for however many years it took to make 300 some odd pages of the book. And like, I already know how messed up society is as well, so I don't know that I need to like wallow in it, like preaching to the masses. And I think a book like this would turn off anyone who's not already on board with what's being said anyway. So that's my only criticism. But there is a lot in here that's very correctly damning of society. Like here, he's gone to a doctor and the doctor's like staples his prolapsed colon to his back and is like, you know, there you go, have a nice day, sir. And this section here, I'm going to read through it, is very potent. It like explains to anyone who hasn't gone through it how me and Tori feel oftentimes going through everything we've gone through with the medical field. So the character says, how can you be so unflappable facing such deeply human grief? I'm dying. Yes, sir, you and all of us, we're all dying, everybody. I'm a docteur, a mechanic of the human meat, and that's how it feels dealing with a lot of these people. Imagine my work as a sculptor of sandcastles, condemned to work with materials destined to be washed away by the tides of time. Corruption, it's the norm in the realm of the flesh. More than to fix, my job is to remind my patients about their caducity. Life, our life, more than a certainty, is an accident. I've got to remind people how fast life passes, how fast we pass. So there's some really potent writing like that in here as well, along with the extremely intense imagery that makes you feel like you have to feel the grotesqueness of it all. This is another good example of this just like over the top exaggerated cartooning with the realistic shading kind of put on top of it with the ballpoint pen makes for a very, very impactful style. There's another page that I think is worth reading. You've got the main character dealing with his younger self who kind of looks like Gollum here. I thought that our ass was stapled to our jacket. It was, but now someone is taking the jacket from our unconscious body. It's strange. Pierre Dola uses it's instead of is a lot. Someone it's taking the jacket from our unconscious body. So while we're passed out, somebody is stealing my damn jacket and our pants. Those clothes are covered in shit. Who could take that? There's always someone having a worse time than us. You always forget that. I always thought that I would be wiser when I grew older. Now that I know the only thing I know is that I don't know shit. Don't be so hard on us. You know that you don't know shit. Life has taught you that you're not the damn center of the universe, and becoming a father gave you the gift of empathy. That's enough for a lifetime. So even within all of the grotesqueness of this guy wandering around with his colon out, farting blood all over the place, and I mean, just so many images I'm not even going to show because of how grotesque they are. There's those really like core moments of wisdom in the book that to me suggests Pierre, like a lot of times when I look at work like this, I just think this is someone who's mentally disturbed and they're putting it on the page. This is someone who's disturbed by what they're seeing around them and actually kind of can say and point out better ways. It's not just all lashing against something. So I find that heartening as well. But I feel like there's other ways, for me personally, there's other ways to say these things that don't put the reader through such a gruesome experience. I know a lot of readers like that transgressive experience, but that's just never been my thing. So it's just a matter of taste, my reaction to the book. It's not a condemnation of Pierre Dola's abilities or the book itself. And then on this page, I wanted to show there's sometimes a switch in style where there's like painting done. It looks like in acrylic with white on black. And then this page has some really, really fun lettering stuff going on with it as well. So a lot of really cool stuff in this book, and it's hard not to, it's both hard not to recommend it and it's hard to recommend it. I would say just depending on your own taste, this would be a book that would be worth getting. And for those of you who are looking to be challenged a little bit, this would be a good one too. Like for me, it's definitely outside of the wheelhouse of what I normally want to put my eyes on, but I was able to fully enjoy like what a masterclass it is. I don't know if I'll be keeping it. I don't know that it's something that I want in my house, but I'm glad I read it. So it's a bit of a weird one in that sense. But I think people looking at this can get a pretty good idea if it's up their alley or not. So yeah, if this is your kind of thing, or if you're willing to take a risk, this is a pretty good book. If you're not into the gore and like the just kind of constantly being drenched in the depravity of society, then this probably isn't for you. House on Fire by Matt Battaglia is a just gorgeous book where Matt's kind of making an emotional response to the years of COVID and wrapping that into a sci-fi dystopian future that really the sci-fi dystopian's backgrounded and you're focused on the emotional journey of two characters in a really beautiful way. And then that's enhanced by Matt's like really awesome, loose, kind of Paul Popish dry brush work. And then Sean and Matt have worked to get this second kind of orange spot color in there that's going to look really, really beautiful and has allowed Matt to use his dry brush technique to add tone to the thing too. So with Sean's production technique, this is going to be a gorgeous book with a lot of heart.